oxygen masks that come down will say, "I can't breathe." Before every plane takes off,
my God,
there will be an 8-minute moment of silence to honor our hero, George Floyd.
The best, most hilarious comedy is always rooted in some truth, and this is no exception.
Hey, what up, my white racist oppressors? My name Brian. I'm 2% black, and I'm gonna be speaking on the new airport that is gonna be in McKinney.
Wait, he said I'm 2% black. Okay, real quick, I'm gonna let it roll, but I just have to say, let's watch the expressions of the people behind this man. Also, I think his shirt says, "I hope I don't get killed for being black," or something like that. I can already tell this is going to be hilarious.
Texas, which I'm in favor of. Now let's get into it. The airport will be called George Floyd International Airport to honor a hero who served as a security guard in the Salvation Army. The airport will not only be not racist, but it will be anti-racist.
Oh, Lord.
Airport terminals will be named the following: George Floyd, Jacob Blake, Breonna Taylor, and her boyfriend, and after the greatest mayor of all time, Lori Lightfoot. Airport runway strips will have strippers and be covered with Black Lives Matter logos painted across
Look at that lady.
all of them in order to fight and combat racism, also known as white supremacy. Flights will only go to Democrat cities, such as Minneapolis, Chicago, and Detroit. Any flights coming from Republican cities will be labeled a racial threat and shot down immediately with laser-guided missiles. Flights to Minneapolis, Minnesota will be free for looters on May 25th, which is when our hero George Floyd passed away, sadly. Airport lines will include the following, or airport airlines will include the following: Spirit and Air Jordan.
I'm sorry. He said Air Jordan. That's actually a good airline name if you're Michael Jordan and you're trying to get into that business.
There will be no airport security, which means you will save time and not have to worry about being caught up with some funny business like a loaded gun in your bag. Black people will be allowed to bring guns and bombs on planes for self-defense against white supremacy. The N word will be called the trigger word, which means they will now be allowed to pull it.
Oh, dang.
The airport will have a mega strip club with exotic black dancers and big white girls, which would be great for long layovers. Pre-wrapped blunts and variety of weed edibles, such as brownies and cookies, will be available for in-flight purchase. All pilots will be black trans women. All airlines will have black squares on them to end racism. Oxygen masks that come down will say, "I can't breathe." Before every plane takes off, there will be an 8-minute moment of silence to honor our hero, George Floyd. In-flight entertainment will include George Floyd's sex tape and the first-class seating.
Wait, George Floyd has a sex tape? I didn't know that. Is that true? I'm going to have to look into that one.
With a stripper, with strippers. In-flight refreshments will include Popeye's chicken, watermelon, and grape Kool-Aid. White people will sit in the back of the plane so that they can live the experience of Rosa Parks. Airport currency will include counterfeit $20 bills. Airport restaurants will include the following: Popeye's chicken. The end. Let's get to work on this. Let's get this airport built up and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, that honey over there, she fine. What's her name? I can't even. I'm nervous. I'm like shaking. My heart's beating out of my chest now. Hey, let's do it though. Let's get this airport built up. Appreciate y'all. Be blessed.
That's an example of freedom of speech. Freedom to act like a complete ass if you so choose.
I think we'll all be on TikTok by the time that I cover, Mr. Mayor.
Oh, look, he's so upset. He's butthurt.
That's the next Cat Williams, right?
All right. What people will do to try to be relevant.
Oh, he was so upset. There's more on this video. I'm going to link in the description below. These are, I think, this guy's greatest hits or something like that. I want to show you all his channel, Cassady Campbell. Not like I need to shout him out. The dude's got 1.82 million subscribers, but absolutely hilarious stuff, man. This is my first time discovering this guy and his channel, but apparently he does a lot of this. So he goes to these city council meetings and plays this character. And a lot of, look, man, comedy is the canary in the coal mine for where free speech stands in this nation. If you can't make light of things, if you can't highlight the insanity of societal issues, of just how crazy things have gotten in this world, then all is lost. And so I applaud stuff like this. And the best part for me was watching that lady behind him cracking up, and watching some of those other people who, by the way, weren't white people, cracking up at what he was saying. So dude, the oxygen masks would drop down and say, I can't breathe. Oh my gosh. Look, I don't care what you think. This was a masterfully crafted little skit, or whatever you want to call it, that this man did. And it does highlight a lot of the hypocrisy, a lot of the pointless virtue signaling stuff. Like, for example, we'll put black squares on the airport so that we fight racism, or so we can end racism, or whatever he said. Posting a black square did absolutely nothing. And it was just this pure virtue signal that people were doing. I got a lot of flack because I didn't post a black square. And I got a whole bunch of, on Instagram, I have a bigger following than I do here on YouTube, which has been a constant struggle for me. But Instagram, I've got like 90K or something. And people were messaging me like,
how dare you not use your platform to end racism?
I'm like, really? Really? You've done nothing in your life, nothing else in your life, and you think that posting this black square is going to make a difference somehow? That's just how absurd our collective thought process has gotten in this country. So check out the rest of this dude's videos. I found this to be hilarious, man. Hilarious. Obviously, there was some pretty rough racial stereotype material, but all the George Floyd, our Lord and Savior, our King, all of that stuff, like the counterfeit $20 bills, that was obviously a reference to George Floyd. I didn't know he's got a sex tape. I'm going to have to look into that. But let me know what you guys think about stuff like this. Stuff like this dude, this Cassady Campbell and Alex Stein, when he goes and does similar stuff at city council meetings, board of education meetings. I just think this is hilarious. Let me know your thoughts. Please subscribe to the channel. It means the world to me, and I will keep finding the most hilarious, the most culturally and societally poignant, the most newsworthy, and the most commentary-worthy stuff that I can find from the deep recesses of the internet. Love ya. Bye.